Hello folks, today we're making delicious rolled egg. We're using 6 eggs, spicy habanero pepper, green pepper, and diced onions. We have a mix of seasoning and vegetable oil. We add the oil to the frying pan and we heat at medium to high heat. When it's hot enough, we add our vegetables, the onions, the green pepper and habanero pepper. We mix these well and fry on medium heat. We fry for about a minute or so, then we add our spices, garlic, curry, and Middle East spices. We mix well and fry for about a minute. When this is well mixed, we will then add to our egg mix, whisk very well, and then we add some more vegetable oil to the frying pan, and then we apply the egg mix to the frying pan and heat at very low heat. We allow the egg to solidify. As it begins to do this, we then turn over the edge. We roll over one edge of the egg, making sure that the roll is not too thick. Then we drag the egg back so that the liquid part rolls to the other end and covers the frying pan. Then we roll over again and then drag the egg back again to reveal the lower part of the frying pan. We will wait for a few seconds, allow the egg to solidify a bit more, and then we make another roll. Having done this, we drag the egg backwards, leaving just a tail. Then we apply some more of the egg mix, making sure that there is a seamless join between the tail of the egg and the new egg mix. We allow this to solidify a bit more before we roll over again. Now I should have added a bit more oil to the front and the back of the egg, and this is the consequence. We see that it's a bit difficult to roll over. However, I will just reach for my wooden spatula friend, which will come to the rescue and allow me to support the rolled egg and drag the egg mix, the frying egg, backwards to the other end of the frying pan and begin rolling again. So normal service is resumed, and we can add more of the egg mix and allow to solidify before we continue rolling. At this stage, the egg is becoming rather heavy, so that we really need both utensils to make sure that we continue to roll efficiently. Add more oil both to the front and the back of the egg. Add more of the egg mix and wait a few seconds for it to solidify a bit more before we roll again. Now we can see the egg taking shape, so that when we roll, we will try and convince the egg to stand on one edge in order to emphasize the rectangular shape of the rolled egg. So now I think it's strong enough to stand on its own. There we go. Allow to stand, allow the egg mix to solidify a bit more, and then continue rolling. Roll once more and drag, roll and drag. Just make sure that the egg doesn't stick to the frying pan. If you add enough oil, then it won't stick. We wait for the egg to solidify again before we add a bit more of the egg mix. Covering all the exposed area. Wait for it to solidify before we resume rolling again. Once again, we allow the egg to stand on its edge to emphasize the rectangular shape. All the while waiting for the egg mix, the fresh egg mix, to begin to solidify. And once it starts becoming solid again, we will continue to add the rest of the egg mix. Then continue rolling. Roll and drag. Allow the fresh egg mix to solidify before we roll again. Allow the rolled egg to stand on its edge. And finally, the final roll. We will then allow the egg to cook properly. And there we have it, our rolled egg. So we can now lift this out of the frying pan into a plate. You would see as we're lifting it out that it is quite heavy, but it has maintained its shape and it's held together very well. Put this in the frying pan, in a plate, slice it up, and there we have our rolled egg. Enjoy.